So I heard you guys wanted to know how you make your own custom themes on the PS4, huh? Well, in today's video, I'll be showing you how to do this, and I'll be telling you pretty much how to get it to happen. But I just need to let you guys know that there is a lot of stuff that's very temperamental in this video, so you have to follow very closely. Please feel free to pause the video at any point if you need some extra time, because I haven't given you enough time to test what you're testing. Just make sure you don't miss anything, because if you miss something, it's possible that this won't work. So before we go ahead, I just want to let you know and say thanks to Mr. Lucas Fernandez over here, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have made this video today. So big shout out to him. Now back to what we were doing here. So first things first, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download these files. So I've got 4 links over here that you need to download from, well 3 actually. So first you're going to click on my first link and you're going to download this file here. So sorry, the sample theme, you can download it from this link here, I should say. If you take a look, he's got a sample theme plus the SC, which is this one here, RAR file. So you need to download that one. That's going to be your base that you're going to use to create your own theme. Then you're going to come over here, you're going to download the fake package generator. Now with this one here guys, you need to be very careful with the download link. I would mirror it if I could, but just due to the stuff that's contained in the file, I will not be mirroring this. I will show you how to download it, but you have to be very careful because it will open up a website that can give you a virus if you're not careful. So when you click on it, you're going to open up a new tab and it will come up like this. Now to download it, you press the big blue button, but keep this in mind. If you click it, it'll open up a new tab and you need to close it straight away, and then you click the blue button again and it should start to download. Keep trying this until it starts to download, but make sure that you immediately close a new tab by pressing Ctrl W if you're on a Windows machine. If you're on a Mac, I'm not sure what the shortcut is, but if you can figure it out, I think it's like Apple W or something like that. You can figure it out, it's quite easily. But yeah, just keep doing that until you get the file. I found that when I was downloading this the first couple times, there was a lot of issues, like the server would drop out a lot. So just keep in mind that you need to make sure that the file size is equal to this. See what I mean, how it opens up a new tab? I literally just clicked it to highlight it. So you need to make sure that the file size is equivalent to that. So to do so, once you've downloaded it, I'll show you. Just go to where you got the fake package generator, right click on it, go properties, and you can see there the file size is 429 megabytes, which is equal to this one here. So you know you've got the full file. Just yeah, those are the 2 things to look out for with that. Just make sure you get the right file size and all that, otherwise you won't have all the applications. And finally, you're going to want to download the theme editor. So don't download version 1.1, 1.2. What you need to download is version 1.3. This is the English version for everyone who speaks English. Otherwise, you're going to need to be able to speak, I believe it might be Chinese because the developers put it in Chinese. But yeah, they're the ones you don't want to download unless you can understand it. Download this one here. It's got everything in English. It's the one that I've used and the one that I'm using in this video. And once you've downloaded it all, it should look something like this. This will obviously be packaged in a RAR file as well, but I've already unzipped it. With the package generator, I'll show you how to unzip this. So you need to open it up, and once it's like this, you've got documentation.rar as well. You're going to need to open that up as well. So that's the first thing you're going to do. Now that you've got it open, you've got this folder called SCE. Now to install this, you need to put this into your program files 86, which is yeah, for the 32-bit users. So you're going to go to File Explorer if you're on Windows 10. If you're on Windows XP or 7, if anyone uses XP anymore, you should know how to do it anyways. Just open up your folders, go to the local disk C. So you can go to my computer as well if that helps. Local disk C, then program files 86, and you're just going to go to your documentation folder and drag and drop it in there. So it'll start to extract it like so, and don't close this or anything while it's extracting or copying. So it's going to ask me to replace mine now because I've already done it. So I'm just going to press the X, but you guys need to let it do what it needs to do and copy all the files in there. It won't ask you, it'll just do it. So you guys can do that. Once that's done, once it's done copying, not during, you can close it then. So once that's all finished, and then the last thing you need to do is extract the fake package generator to the folder where you had all your stuff. So I've got mine in there, as you can see. And the theme editor, it's the same thing. Open it up, extract it. It's quite straightforward. You guys can figure it out quite easily. Just use your favorite archiving tool to do it. And once you've finished all that, I'll show you how to go ahead from there. So I put my sample theme in the actual folder for the package editor. So I just went to close it in the background and it shit itself. But anyways, go open up your theme editor, beta 1.3. Once you've opened up the folder like so, yeah, it should look like this. You won't have this file, this file, this file, this file, this file. So you will have everything but the files that I've highlighted here, okay? So that's fine, or including this one too, you won't have that either. So that is fine, don't worry about that, that's what it should look like. So I've just dragged and dropped my sample custom theme in here. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to right click on your theme editor, go to properties and compatibility. Now this is for everyone who's running on Windows 10 and Windows 8. If you're on Windows 7, this is fine. If you're on Windows XP, I have no idea how it'll work for you. But anyways, you're going to tick the box that says run this program in compatibility mode, and you're going to select Windows 7, press apply, press OK. If you don't do this, the program will not work correctly, so keep that in mind. You're going to want to open it up now. As you can see, you might get an error like that. Don't know why I got that error. Let me try and put it back into compatibility mode. For Windows 7, apply OK. See how it opened now? That's all I needed to do. So it'll look like this. It'll make a folder called temp. I suggest not working off that because it's not as straightforward. Just go to file and click on the load button. Now you're going to be put into the folder like this. So you're going to click on your PS4 sample custom theme plus SE. So this is the one that I created earlier, the copy one, which is the one that I'm going to use for today's tutorial purposes. So click on it. Oops, I won't actually, I'll use this one. I'll use the one that you have. So this one here, don't worry about that file. Go into theme files, and then once you're in here, you're going to press select folder like so. As you can see, I've already added an image in here just to test it out in the past. So with this here, there's a couple things you can do. So you're going to make sure that your format version is 4.0. Your theme color, now that's going to be the background of the theme when you see it. So I'll show you a list of the colors. I'll also post a link to this in the description, as you can see here. If you scroll down, these are your colors. So 0 is blue, 1 is pink, 2 is red, 3 is dark blue, 4 is grey, or yeah, grey, 5 is gold or yellow, 6 is whatever that aqua blue is, and 7 is purple. So I've just done purple because why not? The font color, look, I have had issues with this. I'm not really too sure how the font color works just yet, but by all means, if you guys want to figure out how to get it to work, you can. The documentation is all here explaining how to do it. There's I've just had issues with it, so you guys can try that. I don't really think it's essential because it doesn't really change the backgrounds and the themes and stuff like that, but it's up to you. That's like really fine details. Now I believe the home screen BGM is background movement, is what it stands for. So I'll just make it true, why not, right? And you're going to press save to update it so far. Now, if you guys want to change the background and stuff like that, I'll show you how to do that. Okay guys, so continuing where we left off before, so I said to you guys that I'll be showing you how to change the background logos and symbols now. So when you go into the PS4 theme editor folder, if you've saved yours in here as well, you should see PS4 sample custom theme plus SE. Click on that, go to theme files, and in here is where everything is stored. So you've got your sys sce._sys. So this is your background picture. So as you can see here, I've opened it up on my other screen. I think this is just like what it'll look like in the image. Pretty much that's it. That's the file that will show up when you're selecting the theme in the PlayStation, like which one you want to use. Your sound, I don't know how to change this. I mean, there'll obviously be ways, but I don't know of the software that will actually convert whatever sounds you want to that. That is something that you guys might want to look up. I have no idea how to do it. There might be a program to convert to VAG or 89, but I don't know. So if you want to try that, good luck to you. I have no information for that, as there was nothing in the documentation I looked at. So next we have the texture. This is something I can show you. So you've got your background here, so your function bar, your function screen, and your home screen. So if we look here, this is the home screen, this is the function screen, and I think that's your function bar there. So you can change those accordingly. Now, to make sure that they are correct, what you're going to do is you're going to go right click, and when it loads, well, that's new. Alright, cool. Right click, when it loads, press properties. So you're going to go to details here. As you can see, the dimensions are 1920 by 1080. So that's what you're going to need to make your home screen. And let's just check the other one as well. 1920 by 1080. Yep, see, so they're both 1920 by 1080. So what you can do is, if we go into here, let's go to Google. So let's say there's a background that you want. So I don't know, I'm using cars, so let's just do a road background for mine. Road. See what we get. There we go. That looks great. That'll do the trick, right? So as you can see, Google usually tells you to, here you go, that's the aspect ratio for the image. So you're gonna right click, open a new tab. Now if you don't want to edit it, you can, there's obviously tools, so you can search like specifics. So you can see here size, 1920 1080. Just click exactly if you want 1920 by 1080, and it'll give you images only that file size, but you're limited now to only the pictures that are already that file size, so that's why I won't use that. I will show you how to edit them. So as you can see here, we've got the image here. Open it up, open image in new tab. Now that's the image at its highest quality right there. What you want to do is you want to save the image. So right click, save image as, and I'm going to save it to a folder. So I'm just going to save it to this folder. So go here, Control C, go back to your internet browser, put this in here, Control V, hit it in there. So we're going to save it in there. It's a .jpeg at the moment, which is fine. We'll change all of that now. So everyone's favorite editing program, because not everyone can afford Photoshop, let's use Paint. I would show you how to use Photoshop, but I feel like I'm leaving a lot of people out if I do that. So let's use Paint. So you're going to go new. Okay. Let's get our image, drop it in here. So as you can see, here's your aspect ratio. Okay, so I guess one way you can go about it is you can select the entire photo like so. So just come down here. So actually first I should say you need to get your select tool. Come up here into your top right corner, drag and pull it all the way down to the bottom like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to resize the image now. So you're going to click, and make sure you click it and then hold the shift key so that you don't mess up the aspect ratio, I was going to say, but I guess it doesn't matter. So you're going to look down at the bottom left. If you can see, it's the numbers that are changing in the bottom left. It's just next to the other aspect ratio. So you're going to move this until you hit 1920 by 1080. So down is the 1080, I believe. So I've gone over. We're going to want to go 1080. So there's 1080. We're going to move to the right now until we get to 1920. So you're going to have to be very careful, very gentle. Now of course if you're using Photoshop this will be much easier. So 1920 by 1080. There you go. Oh no, as soon as I unclicked it, it changed. Hold on, let me just stretch it a little bit to make it match. Alright, oh, did it again. Alright, there we go, 1920 by 1080. So what you're going to do is you're going to shrink the actual canvas size as well. So to do that, you come and click down here and take it onto the photo just like so. Make sure that you don't go right up to it so that you can bring it in. So 1920 by 1080, remember that's the golden number. So we got 1080. Now we're just going to bring it from 1924 to 1920. And there you go. So there's the image a little bit shrunk. That's with Paint. So with Photoshop, if you have Photoshop installed, this is so much easier. And you guys should know how to use Photoshop. I shouldn't have to show you how to do that, but this is for everyone who doesn't have Photoshop. Just be patient with this, because this is what you require. And you're going to go File, Save As. So you're going to make it a PNG file. So we'll just save it into the same place. I will paste it in here now, the directory. So it'll save in here. Now I'll put it in there once, and what I'll show you is, because I'm not doing that again with Paint. So this is our smaller one. See how it's a PNG file. So let's delete the file that we downloaded because we don't need that anymore. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to rename this to functions screen PNG. So I'm going to make this .back file just in case anything happens. So I've got the name still there. So as you can see, .back. So click on that, copy and paste function screen.png. Click in here and paste it all. Oh, and sorry, if you can't see the file extensions like .png, what you need to do is press Alt on your keyboard and come up here, go to View. Okay, go over here to Options, click on the Options button, and now click View again, and you need to come down here. So it says hide extensions of known file types. Untick that box. So make sure there's nothing there. Press apply, press OK, and it will show you the file extensions. Okay. So once you've got that done, I'm going to change this one as well. So .back, I'll make them both the same thing, just because I'm not in the mood to do that all again because it took some time. So again, copy the name. Actually, we'll first duplicate the file. So Control Z, Control V. So see how you got copy now. So come here, copy the name like so. Come in here, highlight all, paste, and there you go. So that's there. So what we do now is we're going to go File, Load, and reload it, and it should update like so. There we go. So when you press up, it shows you the same screen. When you press down, it shows you that screen. When you press there, I have no idea what it's doing, but yep, that's it. That's your background. So that's how you change the background if you want to. Now I will show you how to change anything else. So you've got your content. So this is like your browser icons and stuff like that. So if you see how they all say sample, so you can change them to whatever you want. So I've got a car here. Now it's the same deal as the background, but I'll show you again anyways. So let's get another car. Nissan Silvia S15. Very nice car, by the way. These cars are very nice. So anyways, in regards to the actual video, choose a photo that you like. So this one seems to be aesthetically pleasing. Maybe a different one that you like. So I don't know. Maybe if you want to use that, I don't know, whatever you want to use. I might choose this one because it looks like it's been photoshopped and they put a lot of effort into this one. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click on it again, open image in new tab, like so. We're going to right click on it, we're going to save the image, we're going to save it to the same folder, except the background this time. We're going to save it to the content icon because that's where we are working. Save. Alright, now because this time I don't want to use paint, I'll actually show you how to do this with Photoshop. So for all of you people who have Photoshop, it's a lot easier. Watch how quick this is. I'm telling you, it's so much better. So once it loads, of course, Photoshop does take a bit of time to load. It might error, but it'll still open up. Right, so what we're going to do is going to go new. So it's going to ask you now for your dimensions. So for the icons here, they're 512 by 512, but I will show you anyway. So you're going to click on it, you're going to right click, go properties, and then details again. As you can see, 512 by 512. So you're going to make the dimensions for your project 512 at 512. Leave the rest of it the same. Press OK, and yours might do this. Just click and drag it in there like that. So there you go. There's your icon now. And what we're going to do is we're going to populate it with the image that we downloaded. So content icon, we're going to click here. We're going to drag and drop this into here like so. As you can see, the image is a little bit smaller. So we're going to press shift to keep its aspect ratio. And we're going to drag it until it gets to the bottom like so. And we're going to also drag it at the top. This might be different for different images, of course. So now you got it like this, so it meets the required size. Now you can move the image like with your arrow icons or whatever you want to do with your mouse if you want, as long as you get it however you like it. So I might keep mine like that. When you're done editing it, press enter. You guys should know this if you have Photoshop, because you should know how to use this program, otherwise you wouldn't have it. Anyways, once you're done, press file, and you're going to just save it over the file that you had before, because why not, right? You're going to name it. It needs to be a PNG, remember? So I'm not sure why it's brought me here. So I'm just going to go back to where we were. So just finding my folder. Alright, so theme editor beta. Where were we in here? Theme files, texture, content icon. So in here. So leave it as untitled1.png. Now your compression, you want to make it none and interlaced. That way the image will be the highest quality. Okay. So once that's done, yours might take a little bit of time depending on how powerful your computer is. Once it's done, you can come here and you can see untitled1.png. So this is going to be our new icon. So let's duplicate it so that we can keep that there as well. Actually, we don't really need to. I'll delete it. I'm going to delete this one as well because I have no use for it anymore. Whoops, accidentally opened it. So just delete it. Now, let's say we want to get rid of our disk PNG. Actually, no, I'll do something that you guys can see. Let's do SharePlay. So I'll rename SharePlay to .back. Like so. Just press OK. And we're going to copy the name. So shareplay.png. We're going to click in here, select all, paste, and press like that. So that's saved now. We're going to go back to our PS4 theme editor, right click, load it again. And as you can see, there's my other one. So you can see SharePlay has got that there. And that's pretty much all there is to that. And up here you've got your other icons. So you've got these flowers that they put in there. Now I'll show you where those are as well. So you're going to go back to the texture folder, function icon. So as you can see, we've got here. So it looks like he just left the glow without anything, which is fine. But yeah. So if you want to change one of these, again, check your aspect ratio. So properties, details, and there you go, 12 or 128 by 128. This is the same process that I've showed you twice before. Get a picture that you want, change it, put it in there, and that's it. Okay guys, so now that we're back where we last left off now, I did have an issue with compiling this earlier on. So I've gone and reverted the font colors back to the way that they were when with the original theme. that I had loaded. Now I'm not sure what the issue was, if it was with this or if it was with the home screen BGM, but I've also changed that back to false as well. So with you guys, if you want to play around with this, if you have more time, go figure it out. I'm very interested to find out in the comment section down below if you can tell me what the issue was that was causing it to corrupt. But yeah, there would be an issue with corruption. So when you're done, you want to save the preview, so just click save up there, and then also come up here and press save. So make sure that everything is similar to this. Now when you go into your folder here with the icons, so you've got your I'll show you. So you got your folder here, go in there, go in theme files, texture, and you should have your preview here. So if you open it up, it should look exactly like the window that you just had there. So as you can see, there's the preview. So that means that it's worked. If you don't have that, then that means that there's an issue. You need to try and sort that out. Now once that's done, you can close out of this after you've made sure that everything's saved. So just press no, because it'll crash if you press yes, even though you've already saved it. And now we're going to go and actually create the package file. So you're going to go to your folder where you've got your stuff saved, package generator, fake package generator, and you're going to come down here to pub. Oops, wrong one. The Orbis Pub SFO. Right click on this and run it in compatibility mode as well for Windows 7. If you're on Windows XP, I don't know if it'll work for you. Click it, open it. It shouldn't give you an error. If it does, just try again. So once you've got this, you're going to go File, Open, and you're going to go again to this folder. You're going to go into where your theme folder is, like so. Custom theme, theme files, and you're going to go into SCE sys param.sfo. Click open. So you've got it there. So as you can see, I've already got my parameters preset, but you can edit them. So I have a file here where I save all my content ID and stuff like that. So let me just bring it over to you now. If I can bring it over to that screen. Yep. Here we go. Alright, so I've got this, so I'll just make sure that this is it. Paste that in there. Make it version 1.0. I'm not sure if you change this, it will make a difference. You can try if you want to lay it over an old version. And then you can go to text, title text, so Apex Glitches YouTube Tut. You can put whatever you want in there. Leave that as Sony Interactive Entertainment. Japanese, I just put my stuff in there as well. And that's it. Theme settings, make sure it's 1.0. And that's it. Press file, save to update it. You can close out of that. And with this one here, again, you're going to open Orbis pubgen.exe, right click, properties, as you can see, run it in compatibility mode as well, open it up, and it'll come up like this. So you're going to click on this here, file, new project, system software theme package. Alright, double click on this, it'll open up this box. You're going to go to your folder where you've got the theme that you just created. So this one here, open that up, click in here, theme files, open that up, click like so, drag and drop into this here, and it should look like so. You should have all the files and folders in there. Now you're going to press the X here, so it should be saved in that now. You're going to go to command, project settings. Now you don't need to change this if you don't want to, you can leave this part here. Just go to package. Again, paste your content ID in here. So I'm just going to copy and paste mine. The password is recommended to leave it as 32 zeros, because that way if someone needs to ever decrypt your package, they can, for whatever reason. It's highly recommended too, but otherwise if you really want to be secretive and you don't want anyone to ever open up your package, just press generate. But that's just being no fun, because then if there's anything that someone wants to update or something like that, they can't. So anyways, once that's done, press OK. And I would advise you save your password and your fingerprint, which was also in there. Now once that's done here, press file, save. Now you'll get a pop-up box like this. So I save mine into this folder, so I go from here, fake package generator. I created a folder called output, click on that, and I just saved it in here. I name it theme.gp4. so there's already one in here, so I'm going to delete the one that we've got in there, and I'm going to save mine. It says that one already exists, but I've just deleted it, so it's fine. Save it. So see how there's no errors that's come up? That means that you've done that right. If you get an error here, you've done something very wrong. Please go back through the video and try again. When I originally got the error, it was because I was copying the whole theme folder rather than just the theme files, which is this here. So try just doing that and try again. It should work. If it doesn't, you've done something else wrong. So work that out. But if you're good like me, you're going to come over here, click build. Don't touch any of these settings. Come down here to output path, select. So again, I've gone into my output folder, so YouTube tut, fake package generator, and then output. So I've got mine in here. So I'm going to delete my old file from there, and you should see it should say something like that. Press save, build, and it's going to build the package now. Done. So it'll come up with errors. That's fine, don't worry, just close it, close out of that. And now you've got your package file in there. So what we're going to do is you're going to plug in a USB. I'm just going to move this over here again and close that. So you've got your USB here. We're going to get the package file that we just created. So back to fake package generator, output, and there's the file there. Copy and paste this into your store and go, or whatever your USB is called. I'm going to replace the one that was already in here because that one was corrupted. And once that's done, you're going to come down here and safely eject your USB that you've just plugged in. Alright, so I'll go over to the PS4 now. As you can see, my PS4 is just booting up, so I'll log into that, plug in the USB stick like so. Now you're going to need to run your exploit however you do so. So make sure that you have your method to run your exploit however you do it. I still use this old method, which is pretty good. So I'm going to launch the server now. As you can see, it's launching. I'm going to go to the PS4 and I'm going to go to my user settings, user guide settings thing here. So like so, we're going to run the exploit now. When it comes up, running PS4 hen, payload sent. PS4 gets the payload, crashes, goes back, and now if we go to settings again, whoops, wrong one, settings, and if we scroll all the way down, you should see, I'm just going to get rid of that thing because it's annoying. You're going to see debug settings, so you're going to click on that, go into game section, go into package installer section, like so, and you should see a package file there. Click on that. It says installing. And once it's done installing, you can go back to your settings screen like so. So just press back until you get there, then go up until you see themes. So when you get to your theme section, you can open it up, select theme, and as you can see here, Apex glitches YouTube tut. Just click on that and select. As you can see, I've got the background as purple because I made it number 7, and it's applying the theme now, and there you have it. So as you can see, the theme's already gone purple. If we go to the home screen, you can see it's still got those weird icons at the top because I didn't change them. The background's been applied. If we go through the icons, you can see that it should have the ones that I put in there. So where are they? Let's go. Let's look for these icons. They're probably at the end. There you go. So there's, whoops. So there's the super one, which is the internet browser. I don't remember what the other one I did was, but it should be in there too. So just look for those. They should be in there. As you can see, they've worked. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, don't forget to drop a comment in the description. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out, and I'll catch you next time.